The Orange County Sheriff says he is looking into a traffic stop where a deputy shattered a woman's window. The whole thing caught on camera. News 6, the only station to speak with a woman who was behind the wheel.
Get out of the car.
Oh my God!
Get out of the car.
I need help. I'm bleeding. I need an ambulance. I felt unsafe for my life.
This all happened Wednesday night when a deputy tried to make a traffic stop while patrolling a demonstration for George Floyd. The 21-year-old driver admits she refused to get out of the car when the officer asked. So what rights do you have during a traffic stop? News 6's Clay Lepard investigates.
You're violating a traffic violation. So at this point, you are being detained.
The sounds from this traffic stop continue to echo as part of a national conversation.
The emotions played a role. This did not look like a normal traffic stop.
We showed the cell phone and body camera videos to News 6 legal analyst Stephen Kramer.
What are your rights during a traffic stop?
When you get pulled over, the officer has a couple different options. One of them is they can, of course, walk up to the window and they can ask you for your license and registration and engage with you in that manner. And another option is that the officer can ask you to step out of the vehicle. And courts have basically said, if an officer asks you to step out of the vehicle, then that is a lawful command that you should obey.
As for the moment where the deputy puts his arm inside the driver's car, Stephen Kramer says that's more a question of personal safety for the officer than it is a question for the law.
When an officer puts their limbs, their arm into a vehicle, my concern is what's going to happen.
I do find the video very troubling.
Sheriff John Mina told reporters Thursday night the deputy followed protocol.
The deputies are trained here to ask the driver to step out of the vehicle, and that's for their safety. There's different practices throughout the country. When I was with OPD, the driver remained in the car.
But wishes the deputy spent a little more time trying to de-escalate the situation. It's a similar sentiment Kramer suggested the driver could have used, pointing out it is a misdemeanor to disobey a lawful command from a law enforcement officer.
When you look at that interaction, it would have been nice to see that entire interaction just disengage a little bit. The driver probably should have gotten out of the vehicle when they were commanded to do so.
The sheriff did admit this incident could prompt his office to change the way they handle traffic stops.
Especially now, during these times, many from the community have asked for different policy changes. So I'm looking at a wide variety of things in all of our policies. So that's not out of the question.
In Orange County, Clay Lepard, Getting Results, News 6.